In this tutorial, I'd like to show you Awesome iPad. Awesome iPad delivers easy-to-configure 3D models of iPads to use as a special effect or even to demo an iOS app. Awesome iPad was designed exclusively for Final Cut Pro X. You can find it in the effects browser under Awesome iPad. There are 3 effects included. For our example, I have a sequence on my timeline that I'll make into a compound clip, then apply the iPad effect. Immediately, we'll see the footage composited on a 3D model of an iPad and some on-screen controls. If I play back the default effect, we see the iPad travel from point A to point B with a spin in the middle. The guide on screen shows us the position and rotation as the animation progresses. I can also reposition the on-screen pucks to change the position and orientation of the A and B points. Note that the effect must be highlighted in the inspector for the on-screen pucks to be responsive. In the parameters, the travel dropdown allows us to control what the animation does. Here it says A to B, and you can manually dial in the A and B position down below for precision or position matching. Note that 0 degrees rotation puts the iPad upright in portrait layout, and 90 degrees puts it on its side in landscape layout. We have many different options in the travel dropdown, including going to and from full screen. A to A and B to B travel restrict the iPad to one position. I can make the iPad have a subtle, elegant turn by setting flips and spins to 0, then unchecking the AABB rotation lock and adjusting the lower puck's orientation. Flips are animated rotations around the portrait length of the iPad. Spins are animated rotations around the landscape length. We can easily change the iPad model and color using the drop-down menus. The Scale slider controls the iPad size. The Glare slider controls the amount of reflection of the iPad's lighting environment. The Key Light reflection parameters adjust the hard accent reflection separately, making it easy to achieve professional-looking reflections on the device. To adjust the orientation of your content whenever necessary, apply the Screen Roller effect. This effect allows you to change the orientation from landscape to portrait or vice versa, as well as providing a keyframeable slider to animate the change between the two. As a note, any effects placed above the iPad will apply only to the content within the device. Any placed below will also affect the iPad itself. Let's build an example animation. I want an iPad Pro to slide in from the left off screen and land just off center, continuing to slowly turn on one axis after the move has finished. I'm going to apply the effect to my compound clip. Set all flips and spins to 0. Click on the rotation lock A to B and adjust the orientation of B. Note that my A puck is now following any rotation adjustments made to B. Using the position arrows, move A and B to the desired positions and see how it looks. Now I just need to change the value of the left-right oscillator to have a continuous, subtle turn after the move. I'll adjust my key light reflection, turn off my on-screen controls, then add a background on the layer below, and some text. And now we have an elegant animation of a great-looking iPad 3D model with very little effort and not a single keyframe was required. Awesome iPad is a great effect for your video toolbox and a must-have if you're an iOS developer that would like to demo your app professionally and easily. FxFactory offers a huge selection of great effects, and if you don't have them yet, I suggest you go try them out at FxFactory.com.